Hi, everyone. So we are about to embark on the month of May. So I thought I would do an all signs speed reading so we could see some of our general messages that we can expect for the month of May. I'd also like to look at some speed readings for our love, for our money, maybe career things might come out. I have 4 tarot decks and 3 oracle decks that I'm going to use to see what kind of energies want to come out as far as each of these little mini speed readings will entail. So I'm just going to continue to shuffle these decks and we will go through the signs in zodiac order. So we'll go Aries through Pisces. And we're going to look ahead at our month of May. All right, one more deck. Okay, so let's get started. So for Aries, your speed reading for the month of May, we're going to start with general messages, love messages, and then money messages. So we'll see what comes out. So for Aries, we have adventures, Page of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. So this adventures card is giving me the feeling of the Page of Wands, and we also have the Page of Rings. So it feels like with the 7 of Pentacles that the month of May is going to open up some new options for you, and that there is an opportunity here for you to really see your potential when it comes to building something new, or perhaps learning something new, or going to new places. It seems like there's going to be a variety of things that you've never done before, but it looks like the month of May is going to be a great time for you to embark on something brand new. For your love, we have the Emperor, Strength. We have 2 major arcana coming through for your love. And then we have partying. So this does feel to me like you're going to be single. You're going to be mostly having fun, spending time with friends, living in the moment. But it feels like you're really sitting in your power. You're getting both the Emperor and the Strength card. And so whatever it is you're working on, you might just not have time for your love life, Aries, in the month of May, because I'm seeing you really just being strong and having fun and pulling on your resources. And I keep getting drawn back to the general messages that you're busy. You're starting something new. You're building something new. You're going on adventures. You have these portals all opening up to you. The world is in your hands is what I'm getting. And so it just doesn't seem like right now is the right time for your love life. But you are going to be having fun in the month of May. So there's that. So let's look at your money. So you have gift. I love that because this is about surprises in your money. And the 5 of Swords. So it may be that there's something coming in for you that you weren't expecting, some kind of a sudden change I'm getting with this 5 of Swords. And you're understanding your own self-worth when it comes to money, that you're not worried about the competition. You're not worried about what people will think when it comes to whatever you're working on. You may be with the gift card, you may be getting a bonus at work, you may be getting a promotion at work, and there may be other people around that are a bit irritated by that. So whatever this success is that's coming into your life in the month of May, you might be ruffling some feathers, but I mean, I don't really know any Aries that can't handle that. So I would just accept whatever you're receiving. It's going to be some kind of a generous type of thing, some kind of a windfall maybe. But it feels like it's coming in the form of like a work bonus or a promotion, something like that, where other people around you might just be irritated. So there you go, Aries. Overall, your month looks really good. It looks like it's going to be fun. It looks like it's going to be productive, and it looks like you have some extra money coming in. So for Taurus, for your general messages, we have illumination. Oh, that's upside down. 5 of Cups. And the Lovers, which I'm going to turn upside down to comply with the YouTube guidelines. So what I'm getting with the Lovers card is that when it comes to your general energy for the month of May, is you're going to have a major decision to make, Taurus. And it feels like what this is saying is to really follow your heart and to follow your intuition. Because some choice that you made in the past led you to some kind of regrets with this Five of Cups. And the illumination is really telling me that this time you have a do-over. It's like an opportunity for you to make a different decision this time, that you can be enlightened by the mistakes that perhaps you made in the past. And that this time, really listen to your intuition when it comes to this decision. And don't make the same mistake twice is what this is really telling me. So to not go back and do something that you already regret, to try a new way. So the month of May looks like it's giving you an opportunity for a do-over. It looks to me like there is an option that's going to be presented to you where you can either be enlightened and go one way or do what you've always done and be disappointed. So that's good. You're getting a do-over is what that really feels like. For your love life, Taurus, we have the Six of Swords. Oops. Oh, love. I'm going to take that one. And the Magician and the Love card. So there's definitely someone in your life who, this is giving a Two of Cups kind of energy where you have a mutual affection for each other. There may even be an unconditional type of love. I can feel a lot of attraction towards each other, especially with the Magician. The Magician can be a very magnetic type of energy. And it feels like whoever this is for you with the Six of Swords, this is someone who really protects you. This feels like someone who has rescued you from something before, helped you escape from something, or at a minimum with this Six of Swords, this is someone who really wants to protect you. This is a very strong kind of love that's coming through in the month of May, Taurus. So I do feel like perhaps this is someone you have known before or have a history with. But it could be that the love is new because the Magician is a number one, and this could be a new love, but definitely someone that you have a long history with. So make that make sense for your situation, but there is someone here who really wants to protect you. And it feels like a spiritual love too, because the sixes are about spiritual blessings, and there's a major arcana here. So this feels to me like a spiritual bond between the two of you, Taurus. So looking at your money for the month of May, we have Gears and we have the Magician again. Wow. So Taurus, this is going to be a pretty magical month for you, the month of May. And this is your season too. So you can really be standing in your power right now, which may be exactly why you're being offered this do-over when it comes to a decision you regretted in the past. But with the Gears card, it looks like you've got money flowing in. You may have manifested this in with the Magician. If you have been intentionally manifesting things, Taurus, then your work is paying off. Your hard work in either manifesting or your hard work in actual work. You put your plans in motion, and now you're really starting to see the money pay off in what you are doing. You might even be able to take some time off with the Gears here. But make that make sense for your situation. Overall, Taurus, your month looks really great. You've got a do-over, you have someone who really loves you, and the money is flowing. So for Gemini, your general messages are Gateway for the month of May, Ace of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So Gateway and Ace of Cups are giving me a very similar energy, one of a portal opening up. You've recently done some work on something, because the universe doesn't give you an ace unless you've just recently leveled up and there's an opportunity being given to you by the universe. So what this is telling me with the Two of Swords is that something is opening up for you, Gemini, in the month of May. It's a major decision. It's a brand new opportunity given to you straight from the universe. And it may even feel like a portal. It has to do with your heart space. So it could be something that you really love. It could be a person that you really love. It can be an activity you really love. It can be a passion project. But with the Two of Swords, I see you making a decision about whether or not to go through that gateway, to go through that portal, to take that opportunity that the universe is offering you. So this Two of Swords is really saying to use your intuition. But when the universe gives you an opportunity, when the universe opens a gateway for you, that is a sign to go that way. So really listen to your intuition and take this opportunity that's being presented to you in the month of May, Gemini. This is really good energy. For your love life, we have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Chaser. So there may be someone around you who has a fear of abandonment, and you may be trying to walk away from them, and they may be running after you with this Eight of Wands is what I'm really getting. So it feels like you two are on completely different pages. You're trying to leave, but it's almost like they won't let you leave. So this is a good month, I think, for you to really consider any codependent behaviors that you feel you might have, although it looks like you've dealt with a lot of that, because we're getting the Eight of Cups in your love, but we're getting the Ace of Cups in your overall general messages, which tells me, Gemini, that you have learned the lesson, which is exactly why the universe is giving you this portal. So I think because this person is really not letting you go, is really trying to cling to you and to your energy, but because you've proven you've done the healing and you're trying to walk away, there is a feeling that the universe is going to give you a door that you can go through to get away from whatever this is. So I would say that those look like they're connected to me. So your money messages for the month of May, we have Feather and we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a very lighthearted type of energy. This is someone who's not afraid to start something new, go on adventures. The Page of Wands is also one of the luckiest court cards in the deck. The Page of Wands just stumbles upon exactly what they need. So there is a feeling that there's going to be easy money for you coming in, maybe easy work coming in for you, especially with Feather. The Page of Wands is also can be a card of travel because it's an adventure card. So, and also with the Feather, you might be traveling for work. You might find yourself traveling in the month of May, Gemini, but in general, it feels like your money is going to be not your worries for the month of May. Your money is kind of in a carefree type of feeling with the Page of Wands and the Feather. So overall, your month of May looks really good, Gemini. It looks like you're getting away from someone and the universe is helping you. You just have to really step through that portal and really put an end to this situation. And your money looks good. So that is your month of May, Gemini. So we are moving on to Cancer. So for Cancer, for the month of May, for your general messages, we have change. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which I'm going to turn over. And then we have the Hanged Man. So certainly for you, Cancer, it looks to me like the month of May, something is changing. And it may be out of your control because we have the Hanged Man here, which tells me that the universe may have put you in a bit of a timeout so you could reconsider something. So something major is changing for you that the universe is behind in the month of May, and to just really expect that. The Hanged Man and the Queen of Pentacles give similar energies in the sense that they both stay put. They're not moving anywhere. So this change feels like it's happening around you, but not to you. So in other words, if you're the Queen of Pentacles and you're sitting on your throne and the people all around you are all changing and coming and going, or some people are exiting your life, some people are coming in, you're still sitting on your throne in the exact same spot. You're still sitting there waiting to receive your blessings. So that's what that gives me the feeling of, that things will be changing around you, but you're going to be fine with it. You're just, you know that you are grounded, that you are stable, that you can support yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. So I don't get a sense that you're worried at all about the change, that the universe is just having you stay put exactly where you are for the month of May. So then Cancer, for your love life for the month of May, we have Death, we have Six of Cups, and then we have Death again. This to me certainly feels, Cancer, like this relationship is over, that you've already learned what you had to learn from this. You have done your transformation. That may be what's changing. We just said there may be people coming and going out of your life. It does feel like there is a relationship in your love life that's coming to a complete and final end in the month of May for you, Cancer. And your person may be someone that you always stay connected to on a friendly level, on a soul level. Certainly on a quantum level, it feels like the two of you are connected, even if you're not going to be together anymore in the 3D in an actual physical relationship. It feels like it's time that whatever you needed to learn from this situation, you've learned that. You're done with that. You feel good about that. And that again is pointing me back to this change that you're good, you're solid, you're stable, you're sitting in your throne, and the change is happening around you. But this has been a spiritual lesson for you, but you've learned it, and now that relationship looks like it's coming to an end for you. For your money, you have Hand and you have Temperance. So with the Hand card, this is about reaching your goals. And I think this feels to me like you, with the Temperance card, there may be someone that you're working together with in the month of May, or you're putting two pieces of something together for your career or your job. You may be combining talents or skills that you have. You may be taking your work that you used to do at work and doing it at home, but it feels like you're alchemizing something with your work. There's some kind of balance that you're bringing together with your work. And it's that alone is helping you to reach your goals. But there may be with Temperance another person who's helping you reach your goals. Someone who may be lending you some money for a business, perhaps. Someone who may be helping you to get a job. So it does feel like there's a hand here helping you. And it may be the hand of your spirit guides or angels that are helping you to get a job or helping you to find the money that you need. But it does feel like you're being blessed with something as far as money goes. Your angels are here. And this relationship just ended. So this change that's going on around you, it could be for everything in general. You could be ending a relationship. You could be starting a new job, Cancer. So that's what I have for you for the month of May. So for Leo, for the month of May, your general messages, we have Wisdom. We have the Queen of Cups, which I'm going to turn over. And then we have the Hermit. Wow, these are all very similar energies. Wisdom and the Hermit, of course, go hand in hand. The Hermit is the wisest card in the deck. This is someone who's not afraid to be alone, someone who does the soul searching, really digs deep and tries to find the deepest wisdom for their highest good. So Leo, it really seems for the month of May that you're going to turn inward and really pull on your wise choices, your wise decisions, the wisdom that lives inside of you. And the Queen of Cups is really a similar energy. The Queen of Cups is the most psychic card in the deck. So you're really drawing on your intuition, your psychic abilities, and you're really leaning on the faith in the universe to get you through this month of May. So there may be something coming up where you have to use your wisdom, or maybe you're just particularly being very wise in the month of May. But let's take a look at your love life here, Leo. So there is the Ace of Pentacles, oh, the 10 of Swords, and there's sunglasses. So Leo, someone in the month of May really has their eye on you. It feels like it's someone who very strongly betrayed you, and because you've had the ability, maybe I want to say, to move on, you've decided, but you're Leo, you're such a badass, you're Leo, that you got stabbed in the back, but now you said, you know what, I am out of here. I'm going in a different direction. The universe gave you an opportunity to build with someone somewhere else. But whoever this was that betrayed you is feeling pretty chapped in the month of May because they can't believe you had the audacity to leave, Leo. How dare you? So they are really keeping their eye on you in the month of May. So just be aware of that. Doesn't look like it's anything crazy. It just looks like someone who is pouting because they betrayed you, and how dare you leave them is what I'm getting from that. So again, this is a perfect opportunity for you to pull on that wise energy that's all around you, Leo, for the month of May, so that you can understand when someone is coming in an incorrect way. This is someone who betrayed you, and this is really saying you don't have to deal with this person, move on, go on with your new opportunities that are clearly coming in the month of May because you have an Ace of Pentacles. So for your money, Leo, for the month of May, we have Anchor and we have the Eight of Cups. So this to me, Leo, feels like there's something going on with your money or your job where you it feels like a dead end to me. The anger can be about being stuck in a job. And the 8 of Cups is a it's helping me think that this is you understanding that this is a dead end job for you and that you're ready to walk away from it. You may have been somewhat emotionally attached to the job because we do have cups here, but I believe, Leo, that you're really starting to say this is not going to be enough for me. So what I'm getting between your love life and your money for the month of May, Leo, is that a lot is coming to an end. You have a brand new opportunity, it looks like, in love and getting away from someone who really betrayed you, but also in your job. You're getting away from a glass ceiling. You're getting away from a dead end. You're getting away from somewhere where you can never be promoted. There's no future for you at this job, which I think is why your overall energy is one of wisdom, because your wisdom is going to guide you away from these things. The 8 of Cups is a card of seeking something else. You might not necessarily know where you're going when you leave this job, or when you decide at least to leave the job, but you know there's something better. The Hermit knows there's something else. The 8 of Cups knows there's something else. And so I feel like you're really going to draw upon your wise and psychic energies to figure out what's next for you, Leo. And you can do it because you are Leo. So that is your month of May. So let's move on to Virgo. So Virgo, for your month of May, your general messages, you have opportunity, you have the 7 of Swords, and you have the 9 of Wands. So it looks to me like in the month of May, you've been dealing with, or you will continue perhaps for a while in the month of May, to deal with someone who's really making you feel like you are doing everything on your own. You feel like you have to watch your back. You feel like there's no one there to help you. There may even be people around you with the 7 of Swords who are purposefully confusing you, being deceitful, causing setbacks for you. But it looks like in the month of May, there's a huge opportunity here. When I see that word opportunity, it makes me think that the universe is giving you a gift. They're opening up a door to a new portal for you, Virgo. And this is really saying when that comes in, to take it, to get away from the nonsense, get away from the having this to feel like you're constantly at war with people who are deliberately standing in your way. The universe is going to open up some kind of door for you here in the month of May, just for you, Virgo. So take that opportunity. For your love life, we have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and we have wedding rings. So if you're already in a union with someone, Virgo, this is just going to continue to be a beautiful union for you in the month of May. If not, you're definitely going to make a soul connection in the month of May, because we're getting wedding rings and we're getting the Ace of Swords. So if you are not currently in a love connection, there is definitely someone coming in for you in the month of May. It's someone's truth. And the Ace is also telling me it could be someone new, but there's definitely a strong magnetic attraction between the two of you. This feels like, with the wedding rings and the Ace of Swords, that this could be something that's long lasting and a deep devotion to each other, but also a deep attraction to each other. So Virgo, your love life looks like it's on fire for the month of May. For your money, we have Candle and we have Judgment. So it feels like you're very ambitious in the month of May. So wow, I do kind of feel, I'll get back to the money in a second, but I do feel like this opportunity card is describing your love life and then your work life in the month of May. That once you put this aside, once you decide to walk through the door that the universe opens for you in the month of May, your love life is really going to take off. And it also feels like your career and money life is going to take off too. Judgment is about doing spiritual work. And it's this feeling of you just being extremely ambitious and taking action towards something. And you may even be high ranking in the spiritual world, because of the Judgment and the Candle coming in together. This has a very spiritual feel to your work. So you may be choosing to take on a more spiritual job. You may be doing energy healing. You may be calling a spiritual answering a spiritual call, walking your spiritual path, trying to go along with your soul's mission. That's everything that I'm getting from here. So if you were thinking about taking action towards some kind of a spiritual calling, this opportunity is allowing you to do exactly that for the month of May. So Virgo, your month looks really good. It looks like you're getting away from shenanigans, and the universe is providing you with an opportunity for your love life and your career all at once in the month of May. So your month of May looks amazing, Virgo. So moving on to Libra. So Libra, for your general messages for the month of May, you have thriving, 10 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Wands is saying that you've taken on a lot of responsibilities for the month of May. But in spite of the fact that you've taken on these challenges, you're also thriving. And it looks like even though you're carrying these 10 Wands, there's someone here with the 6 of Pentacles who's really wants to help. Someone who's going to say, let me take 5 of those wands and let me carry those for you. We can share the weight on this. And that's going to really help you to thrive in the month of May. So this looks good. You've taken on some challenges, Libra, which really sounds like you anyway, but you've got help in doing it. So 10 wands are a lot to carry, but not if you have a friend who's helping you. So for your love life, Libra, for the month of May, we have the World, which I'm going to turn over, the Queen of Cups, and we have Not Enough. So what this feels like to me, Libra, is that you are completing a cycle with someone. You may have been in a karmic situation as far as your love life goes, but you've learned the lesson. We do have thriving here, which represents your entire month of May. So it feels like you've learned the lesson with this person, and someone who made you feel like maybe you were not enough, someone who maybe love bombed you, pretended to love you. Maybe there was a little bit of gaslighting going on here. Really, someone who really frustrated you because you stayed in a situation for a long time because you believed in them and you believed that they really loved you. But this is time. This is saying, the universe is saying it's time to move on from this. This will never be enough for you. And this person is making you feel like you are not enough. And that's probably to get you to stay with them. There are lots of tactics people use to get people to stay in relationships with them. And it looks like that may have been what's going on here for you, Libra. But it definitely, with the World card, tells me that you are putting that cycle to a close in the month of May. So as far as your money messages go, you have Butterfly and you have the Devil. So you know what I'm getting? For those of you who may have had a love and a work situation with someone, or if you work with them in some capacity, I'm getting that you're going to leave that job, because the Butterfly is saying that this is like a sudden change with something. And so it does feel like you're going to be moving jobs. So, and if you're not, if these two are not related to each other, it feels like you're releasing with these 10 wands that you've been carrying. There was a heaviness coming through with your love life and a heaviness coming through with your work life. And it feels like with this 6 of Pentacles coming in for the month of May, someone's coming in to help lift that burden. It could be your spirit guides, it could be your angels, but they're lifting the burden of this love life, and they're lifting the burden of whatever this toxic job was. If there was a toxic boss, for example, or if it's this person you were dating, maybe you were dating your boss. Make it make sense for you, but it does look like you're getting out of there and you're getting out of there. And there's blessings coming in to help you thrive and to get out of there. And once you get out of these two things, then you're going to really start to feel that weight lift off of your shoulders. So Libra, if you've been feeling a heaviness regarding your love life and your work, that's going to start to lift in the month of May. So overall, it looks like there's a lot going on for you, but it looks like it's a very positive underlying tone. So moving on to Scorpio. So for Scorpio, for your month of May, your general messages are protection, the Knight of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. So whatever is stressing you out, Scorpio, it may be a person, because we have the Knight of Wands here. There's an overall message here of protection, that you are going to be protected in the month of May from whatever this is that's stressing you out. And with this protection coming in with the Nine of Swords, it's telling me that you have been extremely stressed about something. There's a lot of anxiety surrounding you about something. You may be up at night. You may be pacing the floors at night. Your heart may be racing when it comes to something. But again, this protection card came out. And so it's giving me this feeling that you're going to start feeling better in the month of May. You're going to start feeling more enthusiastic about something. You're going to start releasing a lot of these anxieties that have been surrounding you recently. So Scorpio, I want you to know that there is some kind of protection coming in, and you're going to feel your mood start to shift in the month of May. So as far as your love life goes, Scorpio, there's the Seven of Cups, there's the Six of Pentacles, and there's the Runner. So you may be the runner in this situation is what I might be getting from this, Scorpio, but make it make sense for you. You're showing up as really considering all of your options. The person in your energy looks like they want to give to you, but it looks like you may be having trouble accepting what they're giving to you. So make that make sense for you. There may be a reason why you don't want to accept what this person is giving you. But if it is because you're running away because you fear intimacy or it's getting too intense for you, you may want to consider staying with this person because it looks like what they're offering you is fair and stable. That may be what's stressing you out, is that you know you could be falling for someone here, Scorpio, but you're getting this feeling that it's too intense and you don't want to deal with it. So this is just pointing out to you that this protection card is here, that if you decided to go and try to explore your feelings with this person, that you are going to be protected. So just consider that, Scorpio. But you do have options. And if you do want to run from this person, there's nothing that says you can't. And there might be some reason why you are. So make it make sense for you and your situation. For your money messages for the month of May, for you, Scorpio, you have Clover and the Two of Cups. So the Clover is about getting some kind of good fortune, some kind of a lucky break coming through. So something having to do with your money looks like it's going to be very lucky for you. And also with this Two of Cups, the emerald popped up on this card. So the emerald is also a card, a stone of money and good luck. So we're getting a double message here that you do have some good luck and some good fortune coming in as far as your money goes. With the Two of Cups, this could be a work partner, someone that you are creating a business with, for example, or have already created a business with, someone you work with, someone who you have a lot of love and respect for that you work with. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but it might be. It might be that this person that you're running from, if you choose to work together with them and really face your fears of intimacy, that's usually when the universe wants to come in and give us our blessings and our lucky breaks. So, but these could be separate from each other. This could be someone that you just don't want to spend time with. But think about why you don't want to spend time with them before you make the decision not to. Just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons is what I'm getting from that. You are protected. And whatever this is that's going on in your work life, if you do have a partner, it looks like there's going to be a huge break for you and a lot of good fortune coming in for you, Scorpio, in the month of May. So for Sagittarius, for the month of May, for you, Sagittarius, your general messages, we have truth, we have the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So Sagittarius, it looks like in general, your general messages for the month of May is that you're starting to understand the truth of some situation, that the Six of Swords are here and the Eight of Cups are here. And the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups are both cards of escape. You're moving away from something. You're going in a new direction. You're walking away. And the Eight of Cups is generally someone who doesn't necessarily know where they're going. They just know they have to leave. It's someone who's seeking something more, even if they don't know what that is yet. However, you're coming in with the card of truth, which tells me that you may already know what your truth is. You may not only know what you're leaving, but you might know exactly where you're going. And that does feel like a very Sagittarius type of energy where you can be spontaneous with things, but you also have a plan. So I do feel like you have a plan for the month of May and you're leaving one thing and deliberately going towards something else. So for your love life for the month of May, Sagittarius, wow, there's the Two of Cups. There's the Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. And then there's the Healing Heart. So Sagittarius, this is really telling me that the month of May is going to be a deeply healing time for you. Someone hurt you very much. Someone that you went all in with, someone who you came in a very authentic way, somehow abused that because they're showing up as the Seven of Swords. So this is someone who really broke your heart, someone who was possibly being very toxic, someone who possibly was very deceitful, someone who was possibly just abused your trust and your love is what this looks like. They took advantage of the fact that you loved them. And so the month of May is really going to be a time for you to do some deep healing. This is bringing me back to your original general messages where you're going in a new direction. You know the truth is not this person. You know you're moving away from this person. And that is your truth. You are healing and you're doing that moving forward. You're escaping this situation. This is reiterating your general messages. So I'm curious to see what your money messages are because I'd like to see if we can get some information, Sagittarius, about where you are going. So for your money messages, you have Crown and you have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. So the Crown is about wealth. And the Knight of Pentacles is about making progress. So whatever you're working on here, something having to do with a business, something to have to do with a project, something to have to do with your work. You're making a lot of progress. You've been committed to whatever it is. And so there's definitely wealth coming in for you here. This is very clear. You might be with the Crown. You might own your own business. You might be taking charge of a business. You might be promoted to some kind of a high level management position. But this is definitely very good for your money life. So it may be that you're leaving this toxic relationship, but you're headed towards a really solid project, something that's going to bring in a lot of money for you. So Sagittarius, I'm sorry about what you've gone through here. I'm sorry that you're having to heal a broken heart, but those lessons can be very powerful lessons for us that help us to really advance other areas of our life. And it really looks like with this Knight of Pentacles and Crown that you really are going to advance your career and money in some way. So congratulations on that. So moving on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, for your general messages for the month of May, we have patience, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Ten of Wands. So it looks like the month of May, Capricorn, you're going to be really tested. There's going to be something that really tries you, really challenges you. With the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords, it's going to be conflict. It's going to be anxiety. It's going to be anguish for you. Unfortunately, in the month of May is what these cards are telling me. You're going through something very heavy. The cards are asking you to remain patient with whatever it is. So it's easy for me to say, but the cards are telling me that, to remain patient. For your love life, Capricorn, we're getting the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Camera. So there's someone here who you are really reminiscing about that may be what's making you so anxious. So perhaps you've recently broken up with someone. Perhaps you're recently single, recently independent. And this is someone that it feels like the memories of this person are really haunting you, that they're really weighing you down. But there is something here coming through with the High Priestess for you, Capricorn, to really use your third eye, to really tap into your intuition, to learn something from this relationship. What was it that you were supposed to learn so that you can start to release this person and you can start to release this very heavy energy that's coming through for you? So, and that may be what requires your patience, is to really learn how to be quiet in your own mind, to meditate, talk to your angels, talk to your ancestors. They want to hear from you. And often if you speak to them and you ask them for help, they are there to help you, and they'll come through messages through your third eye. You'll get intuitive downloads about what's going on in your life and how to know what you were meant to learn from this so that you can move on from it, so that you can release it, so you can put down some of these swords and some of these wands that are really weighing you down. So let's look at your money life. So you have cutlery, and then you have the 7 of Wands. So wow, oh Capricorn, you're really going through it right now in your love and your money. It feels like right now there is a need for you to, it's like, it feels like you're protecting your money, that you need more money, that perhaps you are getting behind a bit on your bills and you're feeling a bit defensive right now. So in both of these situations, it's verifying what we saw with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. You're going through it right now, Capricorn. That's just so true. You just are. But your guides are here. They're saying to be patient. So there's always a meaning behind all these things that we go through. There's always a reason. And if you can learn what that reason is, then it's going to go that much better for you. But your guides are here. So with this High Priestess here, Capricorn, really talk to your guides, talk to your angels, talk to your ancestors, talk to God, whoever you talk to, speak it out loud and ask them for help when it comes to releasing this person and when it comes to your money situations, because there's something here the universe really wants you to learn. And just be patient and talk to them. They will help you. So moving on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, for your general messages for the month of May, we have transformation, the Lovers, and the Empress. Whoa, Aquarius, what are you doing? You are very much expanding in the month of May. You are in alignment, clearly. You have transformation, you have the Empress, you have the Lovers. Things are balanced. You might be presented with a decision as the Empress. Often when we're in the middle of a major transformation, a spiritual transformation is what it looks like here, because you have 2 majors showing up. This is a perfect time for the universe to offer you choices, and you can decide which one you're most aligned with or what makes you happiest. In general, it's best to follow your heart, but the Empress always does follow their heart. So you're in a really good position this month here, Aquarius, to really take on this opportunity to transform and make a choice that's best for you moving forward, so that whatever this is you're bringing into the world, the Empress is always birthing something new into the world. So you may be putting something new in, especially because I'm seeing transformation. So if you've had some good ideas of something you want to bring into the world, then please, this is saying choose that. Go ahead and do that. Month of May is rife for that. So for your love life for the month of May, you have the 3 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Hammer. So there's definitely some kind of a fracture in your love life here, Aquarius. I can certainly see that. It looks like you're both trying to work on it, but it feels like you're both kind of hanging out on the periphery of this relationship. Neither one of you really seems to be doing much about it. You might have a desire to work on this together, but you're showing up as a 3 of Wands and they're showing up as a 5 of Pentacles. So this tells me that you're waiting for them to make the first move, but they're sitting out in the cold and they're pouting. So there may be a self-sabotaging type of energy coming from your person, because they might know that you're waiting for them to make the next move, but they're not going to do it. So that's an interesting position to be in for your love life. It may be that this person has just caused too much harm and you might have to move on from that. But it looks to me for the month of May that you're going to remain patient to see if your person is going to actually come around or not. But in general, you look good. You're the Empress sitting on the shoreline waiting. You're saying, I don't need you, but I'll sit here and wait for you if you want me. But I'm not chasing anybody. I am not building something that I did not break. The Empress does not need to do that. And that may be what transformed you, is that you were done dealing with this person's shenanigans and it really helped with your personal growth. So that could be what's going on here in the month of May for you, Aquarius. But let's look at your money messages. You have ornaments and you have the Emperor. Aquarius, you are showing up as the Empress and the Emperor in the month of May. What are you doing? So something is certainly coming in here for you for money, because you have ornaments, which is about extra money, getting your investments are paying off. They're celebrating your money generally. And the Emperor is certainly you are standing clearly in your power when it comes to whatever it is you're working on. This almost feels like you have enough money that you could retire. So make that make sense for you, that you have built an empire of some sorts. And I just saw 4444 as I said that, and this is a 4 card. So there's a lot of confirmation here, Aquarius. You are as powerful as you can possibly be in the month of May when it comes to your own transformation, your own alignment, your empire, this money that's coming in for you. The only thing that really doesn't seem to fit is this person who is sabotaging and not really wanting to cooperate. So you decide what you want with that, but because you're in your Empress and your Emperor energy, I know that you are going to be able to make the perfect decision when it comes to whatever this person is or whatever they're doing. So Aquarius, congratulations. This is about the best speed reading we could have possibly done for you. So moving on to Pisces. So Pisces, for your general messages for the month of May, you have stillness, you have the King of Wands, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Wands the King of Wands and stillness are very opposite energies. The King of Wands is rarely still. The King of Wands is someone who wants to take a lot of action. So what this tells me with the Three of Pentacles for you, Pisces, is that there's someone that you're working with here, someone that you're cooperating with. It could be a King of Wands. Sometimes the King of Wands is my boss card. So, but it does feel like a need for you to go inward and figure out a way perhaps to balance the energy, figure out a way to cooperate with this person. But the cards are really asking you to get very still, because it looks like there's about to be some kind of leadership position for you, some kind of huge success coming in for you with the King of Wands. But get very still and figure out a way to cooperate. So if you are already the boss and you're leading a team of people who it feels like you're butting heads with everybody, figure out a way to get still and figure out a way to cooperate. Generally, that's how good leaders operate. If you are the leader of a group of people, a good way to operate, a good way to lead is to really listen to your people and find a way to integrate everyone's talents, their skills, their opinions, find a way to integrate it all. And this is saying to get really still. If in the past you just wanted to charge forward and tell everybody what to do because you're good at what you do, obviously you're the King of Wands. But if there has been some feeling of a push-pull when it comes to some dynamic and it looks like it's work, get still and figure out a way to make it all work for everybody. That is what a good leader does. So, wow, that's an interesting energy, Pisces. So let's look at your love life. So you have the Moon, the Four of Wands, and you have abundance. So there's somebody here in your love life who really wants to move on to the next milestone with you. They feel very good about the relationship. They have a very positive mindset. They're very grateful to have you in their life. They feel blessed to have you in their life. But you are showing up as the Moon, where you're not so sure. You may be feeling like you're not seeing the whole picture. You may be having to face your fears. So Pisces, it may be that you're feeling deeply about someone, but what I'm getting from this is that something that happened in your past is maybe contributing to some kinds of trust issues for you. And so you might not be necessarily trusting the good things that this person wants to bring you, but my cards are telling me that this person is good for you and that this person has good intentions. So make that make sense for your situation. But if you are trying to face your fears or understand something, and you're Pisces, so you can really tap into your intuition with this Moon card. Really do that. You're getting stillness here too for your overall energy. So if you're feeling like you're butting heads in your relationship, because this was an overall energy over here, this is a good time for you to get still too about that and figure out how to integrate the two of you together, how to integrate your talents, your skills, your ways of approaching relationships, your love languages, whatever that is. But this is saying to really get still, tap into your Pisces intuition. You are the most intuitive zodiac sign. So you can do that. Really draw on that. You have the advantage of being so intuitive. Draw on that to apply this to these relationships in your life. So then for your money messages, we have Skull and we have Justice. So if you're going through some kind of a rough patch right now with the Skull card for your money messages, if you're low on cash, if you've been having to borrow money for any reason, if you don't have a job for some reason, although it looks to me like you do, but it looks like maybe that's coming back into this, that maybe the lack of cooperation with the people you're working with might be slowing your money flow down. I'm getting that that could be it too. But the Justice card is here saying this is about to come into perfect balance. But they're asking you to get still. In order for all of these things in your life to come into perfect balance, really draw on that intuition. That intuition was given to you as a gift from the universe. Use your gift of your intuition to figure out how to put all these people, all these players in your energy, because we are getting several people here. Use your intuition to bring together all their energies and help your interpersonal relationships simply by using your intuition. Talk to your guides if you need to, talk to your angels, talk to God, whoever you talk to. But this is really saying for your overall energy, Pisces, is to get still. And you, of all the zodiac signs, are the best ones at getting still. So just listen to your intuition and the answers will come. So that is your overall reading, your speed reading for the month of May. Please let me know how this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.